It was just 30 years ago that if an actress was sitting there talking about how she's dabbling in witchcraft for her roles, she would be just yeeted out of the industry. I mean, nobody would have tolerated that. Moms would have never brought their children to the movies. And now we're in a situation where evil is so pervasive in Hollywood, so pervasive in our culture, that this is a A-list actor doing these satanic rituals for her films, and it's insane. We need to put a stop to this. We needed to change culture, and that's why we're here. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. I've got a bunch of links in my description below to books, to my website, my newsletter, and of course my Subscribe Star. If you want to help change the culture, I'm trying to make my own. I'm doing books, I'm doing comics, I'm doing board games, as much as I can possibly do without the help of like a giant studio or something like that. We want to get this big. If this can snowball into something big, we can make our own movies without this garbage, with real morals, with real heroes, without evil attached to it. And that's eventually the goal. So please get in today. It's imperative that you come in. And I appreciate everybody who's made this a success so far. You guys are awesome. All right. Whew. Here's the story today. Yes, that's right. Elizabeth Olsen talks about her experiences with witchcraft. I am a witness to it, she says. Oh my gosh, this should be a scandal, and it's not going to be. And that's the absolute state of today's society. I made a video the other day about how Doctor Strange had so much satanic imagery, so much devilry in it. It was truly shocking. You really felt like you had a soul-rending experience there, inviting evil into yourself when you're watching this film, because it was just so over the top in that regard. It was frightening. People bring their children to these theaters, and their children are getting exposed to this demonic energy, to this evil that's out there. And you might call me an extremist or whatever, but this stuff is completely real. They've been doing it for years, so don't troll me about that. We know that in the 2016 election, even there was a candidate whose team was doing satanic rituals in order to try to promote their election up there, and it does work. This stuff does actually get you further in these mainstream cultural circles, which is why these people do it. They sell their souls in order to try to get ahead every single time, and Elizabeth Olsen is part of this. Now, her family's been embroiled in controversy. The Olsen twins have been known for their debaucherous sort of lifestyles, but Elizabeth was, kind of separated from that for a long time, and she says she's no stranger to witchcraft in real life, as she plays this evil witch in her whole experience here. So she's been playing Wanda Maximoff since 2014, and it says here that she has dabbled in witchcraft. There it is. She's into witchy stuff. She says, I'm witness to it. I don't practice. She's been a part of it. She doesn't practice regularly. I have friends who do. There are people who are around me that do. So she's hanging out in these witchcraft type circles. I do feel, though, that I and some people in my life are a little bit witchy. Very odd. Now, the fact that she's in circles where she's got people around her practicing witchcraft is creepy, but it's exactly what I'd expect from Hollywood. Hollywood is pushing this kind of crazy evil magic, inviting evil spirits everywhere, and they have been for a long time. Doctor Strange is just the first new marker in this. I think that has something to do with being connected to nature and allowing, there's paganism for you right there, allowing certain thoughts or surprising dreams, like actually take them in. Now that's demonic entities, which are real, and they are being allowed in so that she can further her career. That's what this is about. 100% right here. I think there's something about that itself which is very witchy. Now, how this is not just seen as evil, how a woman who doesn't look at this and go, oh my gosh, like, look at my words here. I mean, there's something crazy and creepy going on in my life. Just boggles my mind. How this is acceptable in society, how people can just say this in an interview openly and advocate for this kind of stuff. Well, look at the imagery from the movie right here. She's, in this evil circle, performing her evil, and that's something that's promoted as the hero, the Scarlet Witch. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely insane to see how this goes. And of course, she's got more interviews where she's talking about witches as a positive thing rather than a negative thing. We are witches. How amazing is that? Like, we are these powerful women who men are terrified by. I guess that's the allure of demonic energy for these women. I guess that's the allure of this situation, to terrify men and be powerful. But power always comes with a cost, and power in these circles always comes with evil attached to it. And that's the problem that we have here. They've had to murder us because they're so scared of our power and our temptation and everything that is so mysterious about being a woman. You see how evil is twisting, that it's actually a good thing that this is going on. It's always a twist. It's always something that's corrupted. And that's exactly what Elizabeth Olsen is here. Women were weaponized, so have this ownership of witches again. It's just fun. It's just fun to be evil, guys. Oh my gosh. So Hollywood is now openly advocating the worship of Satan, the worship of devilry and witchcraft, the worship of paganism, and that's the absolute state of what you're supporting with Disney every single time you go and see one of these movies. So let's turn them off. Let's do something different. Let's create our own culture that doesn't have this creepy nonsense attached. Whew. It's crazy out there, my friends, but we can make a difference, and we're going to. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Have you dabbled in witchcraft? I hope not. Hit that like and subscribe button. And gosh, pray for Elizabeth Olsen's soul. This is bad news. We'll be back soon.